The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He would call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Sting, don't.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right, and his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
49ers.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
21. Mike 5'9", Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check 59, Mike. Lock. Hey, tight. Alert, flare. Check. He's coming. We got double up. 13.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the
a little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
These two teams all tied after 1. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
32-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Green Bay.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
58 to Mike. Watch the pass. 58, boys. 58, come on.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And this is 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
By Richard Sherman.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back at the 17-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Switzer on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They'll go again to Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Caught left side by Funchess. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Switzer on the return.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Switzer on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, check, 59. 65. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Part I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Williams made the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The ball carrier.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Packers 17, 49ers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
31, Raheem Mostert.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
13. To the ball. Let's keep moving. 58. Right here. Go. 58.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Down at the 19.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. White 20. White.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to throw. Garoppolo got his target, Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final minute. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Robbie Gould to kick off for San
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation. And we'll go to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or to win the ball game. If both teams kick throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. first throw of OT for Garoppolo.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you've got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Down, 49ers.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for San Francisco, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.